football at Soldier Field. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And right away he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. His first carry. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bills take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Well, I don't think he got there. No. Just short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
We're going to say often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Allen now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got my he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Cook, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and the lead now stands at 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this returnable for Hines. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Play action. motion. Now it's Allen. Steps away. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And they tried to catch him by surprise, I think. They were able to pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
So the big return had him fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. That's Matt Milano firing in from his linebacker position.
Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Fields. That one caught along the sideline. Did he stay in? Yes, he did. But hang on here. A penalty marker is on the field. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Fields now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving and past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. To try again after the sack. Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Room here to run. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run with Montgomery. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to chip a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Once more, Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos with the extra point, and that trims the lead down to 9. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On second down, Cook. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. 20. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Allen going to throw.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown.
From 13 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
On 2nd and 7, Fields. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A very solid gain of 27.
With the kind of game he's had so far, he had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he isn't getting it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed down quickly and held him to a short gain.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Again, Fields. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen.
Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. Touchdown! touchdown. Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bills are able to add on to their first half lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it first and 10. From the 50, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Von Miller in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. After the sack on first down, Fields. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Allen off the play fake. Steps away to his left. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his right.
Another target for Stephon Diggs, and he brings it in.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple.
56.
Now Cook running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Allen to throw it. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Chicago.
His 6th rushing touchdown on the year, number 8 overall. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
But while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
On 1st down, Allen. finding Knox there, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And there, once he's outside of the pocket and doesn't see anything, very smart play to just throw it away. That was only first down. He's got a few more shots, maybe. He can take it in the end zone.
So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to second and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year.
And the Bills will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
To throw is Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
It's complete to Diggs. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he is going to have a Bills first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Here's Fields now on second down.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense. And certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Fields on first down.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the point after try for Santos. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into fourth. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, Keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. They run it again with Cook. Dodges him at the 50. Jalen Johnson up to make the tackle.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they're going to go with a jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Charles, a lot of happy faces.